And then it's going away. Okay, we're going to have to spend the next 43 minutes in silence waiting.
Okay. This was a great plan we had to start now.
My name is Jim Butterfield, and I'd like to tell you about the
Jim Butterfield's back to say it.
Thank God. Now, for people who are confused why we're fucking live right now based on that timer, if you read that description, and I will zoom in so that way there's no Dan said this, but we can't prove it. Pre-show at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, meaning in 12 and a half minutes, we should be looking at something rather than nothing.
Or scrambling to find a separate video feed they put up.
Yes.
Our pre-show on our separate YouTube channel.
You know, our
What if there
pre-show
just
channel.
isn't a pre-show? What if it was just a lie?
What a world. Very possible.
That would be them bringing out back the other half of classic E3 vibes. Yeah, it turns out the stream's on a half-hour delay. The other video has a modern fucking feed. God. Yeah, I'm glad that hasn't happened all that much this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the closest thing is that Saturday where every stream was running over one another.
God.
Because they can't plan, I guess.
Did you see someone's making a retro console like power supply so that way you can hook up like 11 different systems?
No.
So you just have one device that powers all of them.
That's cool.
Huh.
Yeah, that is super helpful. So Bob, what are you hoping to see here? Video games.
Sorry, Prestophobia, subscribe, sigilling up as we speak.
Ooh.
Of course, Mega Man's always the hope.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be reasonable
Uh-huh.
and hope to see more characters for Mercenary Mode. Maybe some other stuff for Resident Evil 4. And something of that other game they announced yesterday, Goddess Road or whatever.
Come on down to Goddess Road. You need a new truck? We got them.
Maybe an actually good Dragon's Dogma True Trail.
Me messing up that title yesterday was Path of Princess.
Path of Princess recoded.
Road to the God.
Path of Royalty, Exile. Don't look at the skill tree.
Phantom World. The truck fell off a truck. Do you want it or not? Yeah, I think they're done with Monster Hunter Rise as far as they've updated. Maybe they just go.
Yeah, I was gonna
"We
say,
can
I was like,
spin up the machine again.
Their second DLC coming for that? Or?
Maybe this presentation will be full of them spinning a comically huge like lottery thing where the balls roll around inside, and that's how they choose what gets updates.
Sure. It'll finally be Rising and Riding, and your one pod lord is just...
It's me.
And I'd like to tell you about the
Yeah, I have to imagine they're just working on the next Monster Hunter thing.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah,
think
at this
because World sold so well, you can't just
like,
ignore
this
it.
game
World
sold
is
a lot. And they're like,
Capcom's-
no, you don't understand. This Monster Hunter game sold a lot to weird people.
Yeah, I think it's still their best-selling game. Period. Capcom.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. Rise did.
I have to
sell it.
check.
Oh yeah, Chris hasn't appeared. One moment.
Bearded Jiho
Ooh, no.
gave
Bum, bum,
us
bum, bum.
10 tier 1 subs.
Good lord. Thank
Oh
you.
my God. Thank you, Bearded Joe.
Starting a hype.
But I really wish that every company did what Capcom did and just post a list of their best-selling games so we didn't have to have arguments about bad numbers.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be great, but let's be real. They're all too chicken shit to do it.
Much like the numbers in Monster Hunter, those aren't for you.
I think you can see the numbers in Rise, and that made a lot of people angry.
yeah, I seem to recall that. Capcom releases new version of the plug-and-play console that's 2 arcade sticks stuck together like Capcom. You know, that was aesthetically a really neat thing they released, the arcade stick that was a plug-and-play with Capcom, but that's really not... I don't have the money for that. Says the guy with a 4090.
You could see numbers in world, which is why so many people went insane.
Okay. I wasn't sure which one they added that in.
Yeah, in world sold 22 million units.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
12 on Xbox.
It was a lot of
12
fun
million?
playing that game when it
12.
came out. Because they're like, this isn't a real Monster Hunter. Hey, stop having fun.
Stop it!
Yep. Yep.
This jackass having fun. It's just a piece of paper. I don't understand.
Go play Generations, you fuck.
Oh yeah, I got the Mega Man juice from G Fuel.
Oh my god.
Oh, have you had any yet?
I have not had any yet.
Maybe I should do a punch in for this moment.
Should you have put that in an E-Tank mug?
I don't. I'm worried.
We're just gonna punch in.
It's so blue.
How Bob is the Bob cam? It is mostly the Mega Man shirt and what's up, Bob?
It smells like sweet tart's been mashed down. In
Whoa, that made a nice sniff.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh my god.
Would that not be what Mega Man tastes like?
Not Sweet Tart, Smarties.
Yeah.
Like in the lower tier
Yeah.
candy category.
Whoa.
All right.
I don't. That's complicated. I
They're
don't.
just sugar pills. That's all
Yeah,
those
but
are.
like sweet tarts and
At least like those. Yeah.
hey, Bob,
They don't even
what's-
attempt to make it taste like fruit. It's just it's sugar. We colored it differently. It's sugar.
But you get to choose between chewy and chalky.
They chose Chalky.
Oh no.
Is this shit wet or creepy? Is this G Fuel wet or chalky?
It's got a chalky undertaste.
Yeah, it's strong.
Oh yeah. You followed the recommendation, right?
I use like half of a spoon for this much water,
Right.
which I think is about right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they have the shaker cup. Because you basically, like, once I get set up in an actual fucking house, I do want to just make G Fuel in a blender because I think I might successfully decimate the chalk.
Yeah, you might be able to make it a fluid.
That seems like overkill to pop like that into like the Vitamix. Like,
Right, yeah. Oh, no, definitely is. But what if I made a pitcher full of G Fuel?
Man, yeah, I don't know. I'm not into it.
You're not into it?
No,
but
it's
you
not.
can-
It's not undrinkable though.
Yeah. Could you perceive a world in which you were into it? Is there a flavor of that?
I don't think so.
You
I
don't think
know.
you'll love Kamehameha?
I doubt it.
Tosh wants me to bring her Kamehameha. She's like, I need to know. I need the tang. Because it is just energy tang. It really is.
I might be more into Tang, you know? So maybe that'd work. I keep thinking Kamehameha would be blue, but no, that's an orange one. So it's
Because
Tang.
because it's his it's his gi.
That's fucked up.
It is. It's like you should call it Goku at that point.
Goku piss.
Yes.
Buck says, hi, I'm here for the Mega Man X reboot that they're making exactly the way I want.
oh yeah.
I will also accept a Mega Man 12 that doesn't have hits done 3 times as long as other Mega Man games. I don't remember 11's being that bad, but
Yeah, I don't remember 11 having any problem at all with that game. It's
But I-
incredibly easy, actually.
more importantly, I feel like you're wishing away all the Game Boy games, but with that statement.
What video are we using so I can sync up?
Oh. It's already posted. Go look at the Summer Games Fest part of our Discord, and it should have a link. Yeah, it's above the 2 Ubisofts.
Ooh,
There it
hey.
is.
Wow.
They didn't lie.
And there's a timer?
Wow.
I'm looking forward to the retrospective celebration sizzle reel of Mega Man Legends, followed by no announcement.
God, if they
Capcom
actually
doesn't
announce
really
a
do
new,
that anymore. So
No,
I'm
it
pretty
it
confident.
felt kind of retro the moment I thought of it.
if they actually announce a new X game, I might pop off harder than I did for Armored Core. Like shit, fuck, damn.
That is me too, potentially asterisk, because I can imagine at least 8,000 bad
I mean,
Mega Man X games they could
yes,
make.
You're right.
Which is why I think it's taken this long. Because they probably made at least 2 of them and went, oh god.
It's just Dirge of Cerberus with Mega Man Zero.
I mean,
Maybe we can get a Legends collection. That'd be cool. That's a small enough announcement. I could
that's
see
the
them putting
next
it here.
thing. That's the
Right?
next thing.
And I would be fine enough with that. I wouldn't be bitter or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
like
The issue is that stuff like that tends to be the grounds of Nintendo, and they're not doing the shit till June. I mean, till July.
Hello, my
Do
name
you
is
think
Jim
Nintendo would let Capcom announce a Nintendo Capcom thing here?
Oh, I don't even mean like it would be in charge of, like Nintendo would be involved. I just mean like Capcom
Right.
might sit on it until the next Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's fucked up how everybody has gotten so far up their own fucking ass that
Yeah.
Nintendo is the only one of the big three that'll let stuff like collections at their shows anymore. Like Sony
Yeah.
did not even that long ago. Wasn't that where one of the big Castlevania collections got revealed? Like the
Yes, and I think it was
2D
during
one, not the advanced ones, but the others.
yeah, that I think both, but the one that's powered by PSP emulation definitely.
Yeah, I think that was a state of play, which they're a little more open with.
That is true. The state of plays are a lot more chill.
At least I feel like Capcom has been on a good streak of not fucking up. So, you know, maybe they'll.
Yeah, even that new path. The most I think they might fuck up is I'm worried that we knew that Dino Crisis was in development at some point. So I'm worried that they were developing weird multiplayer versions of Dino Crisis and Onimusha when people will rebel if we do this, change them to new IPs.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That definitely seems like what has happened, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with new IPs that are more dissimilar from the point of origin on development.
Yeah, I as long as that leaves it more open to actually doing what people want with those someday.
that is why I
Right.
don't think it's that big a fuck up. Besides, they're gonna run out of Resident Evils to remake soon.
It's true.
Apparently, they did another survey like 2 weeks ago. It was like, hey, which one do you want us to remake now? It's like,
2.
please stop.
Again.
I mean, they've done a good job. I just, when they finish, go to Onimusha or Dino Crisis.
Call it Resident Evil 1 and have Liu Kang show up as the God of Fire.
You know what? Fuck it. Make Lost Planet again, but do it in the RE engine and make it a much better feeling game.
Maybe
That
add a
sounds
story.
wicked.
That'd
Yeah.
be neat.
Yeah.
Like, you had half a story in Lost Planet 1, then the zero story in 2.
It had a really good setting for 2, and really good environmental art, but
Like, do I need to play Lost Planet 1 and 2 to play 3? It's better if you don't.
Like any of that, yeah. You definitely don't play 3, good lord.
I think the Capcom showcase is making little baby sound.
Yeah.
It's charging up.
This is sleepy stream.
I like that Capcom's kept its, iconic logo and hasn't gone insane and been like, let's make it into the most
make it
generic looking
minimum.
thing.
Right.
We
God
need
bless 'em.
minimalism.
But yeah, it feels like Capcom is almost like the war general of the entire statement. The Japanese game development industry's back in force.
Yeah, no, like just Cap God showed up again.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, there's no holes in their armor anymore. The most you can be mad at them at is not making the thing you want.
Like, we're busy.
It's not like 7th Gen where they weren't making the things anyone wanted.
Yeah.
There were no winners.
Even the people who looked at what they were making and said, hey, this is probably for me, they were wrong. Bionic Commando 4.
Wow.
Let's go.
I think everyone who loved Bionic Commando left the
Welcome to
company.
the Capcom Showcase
that
pre-show.
man's
I'm
jaw
Andy.
is
This Joe
incredible.
from the Capcom USA community
Holy
team.
shit.
Before we get to the
It doesn't take that much photoshopping
really
to turn him
excited
into the
about.
Giga
Hopefully you guys
Chat.
are
It
enjoying
just
it.
takes good lighting.
God.
Yeah,
He
we've got
cut
some pretty
glass
good
with his
stuff. We're gonna be
chin.
doing an
I didn't even,
interview
like, I
with
was
one
looking
of
at the guy
our
to the left. I'm like, you're
developers
right. He is very handsome. But
We're gonna be
Jesus.
talking to who worked on Street Fighter 6. And to get things started, we're going to be highlighting a Capcom creator who's done some pretty
Hey,
cool
I'm
Street
glad you
Fighter
guys
6
got a
in the
colorist.
past,
Can you
so
get a
we're really excited
colorist
about
who
that. So let's go ahead and get that started.
brightens the fucking staff? Why is it so dark?
Dan, you can't just ask why some people are dark.
I can because I'm a colorist, and that means it's not racist when I say statements like "crush the blacks." That's
Wow.
a colorist term. You can't get upset at me.
No matter the context.
It's not
I have this
real
card.
talk.
Oh, hey, it's Kimberly.
You know, I was really worried when they said content creator, and it's like, oh no, they're just showing someone like doing
Creating
a drawing.
content
Yeah, wow.
instead of showing a person who's like, I make the content.
I looked at other content and said, ha!
I'm just glad they're not drawing someone who's an absolute menace to me online 24/7.
That'll be next.
You know what's terrible? I'm hopefully going to have time soon to actually sit down with Street Fighter 6, and the only character I'm interested, like, I need to check out Ken because they added a weird 2-hit combo to his medium kick, and I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder what other interesting changes are there. But it's Marissa, even though she's a fucking criminal.
Yeah, she is.
She's a fucking criminal. I hate her.
I have to harness her power.
Right? No, it's just like you want to get in there and be like, are you as fucked up as I think you are?
Yeah, I think that she's very like the most beginner-friendly character because of how cheap she is.
Yeah, she has a punch that's just like, you're doing a drive impact. I don't care.
Yeah, ignore the mechanic of the game.
Right?
Jesus.
Yeah, no, that's why I've been like, I fucking hate this bitch. Did you see the... Yeah, I heard about the Capcom 40th anniversary site where you can like play Mega Man 1, 2, X.
Oh, that's cool.
They have original designs for Mega Man characters up there, so they had a picture of Bond Man, which was like the glue robot master they didn't deliver on. And it's a different design from the other designs we've seen for him in the past. It was just like, this is clearly the first version.
Yeah, there was a drawing of Mega Man shooting out of just his hand, and it was very unsettling. I didn't like it at all.
It looked like the androids attacking in Z. They're just hand extended. That would be funny.
I'd like to see them try to do that with Mega Man. That'd be funny.
Just want to be very clear to all the artists that might be in chat watching this happen. The use of multiple layers is weakness, and anyone who does it isn't a real.
Oh no!
I can't believe we have Pat stares at here.
God damn it!
Next aggro is gonna explain how artists just start at the top and draw it out like a fucking dot matrix printer.
I mean, it's clearly the most efficient way to do it.
Not beating the fat allegation.
Jesus!
That was fucked up how fast the background and everything else came together. That was some fucking draw a circle. Now draw a fucking bird.
The rest of the fucking Street Fighter. You get to play any of the 16 demo?
No, I started on installing for my phone, but I haven't had any time.
That encyclopedia function that people were using to try and make shitty Kingdom Hearts dunks.
Is that the point we're at?
Yeah.
You haven't... 13 had that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, somebody misquoted an interview. It was just shitty.
Okay, all right. Anyway, what else were you gonna...
It's a really cool thing where, like, if you're in the middle of wherever you are, even in the middle of a cutscene, you can pull this thing up, and it's like, here are the people in the cutscene and the shit they're talking about.
It's just like
if you'd like to read the entry about that.
It's like Amazon X-ray. Like, as soon as you pause, it'd be like,
it's
here's
like,
who this actor
who are these
is.
chuckle fucks I'm with?
John
It's these guys.
Where am I? What is happening?
Another game came out. This game is 60 hours long.
You've got Kimberly, but then all the
I need to know who they are again.
Yes.
So cool to see. And if you really like that artwork, we are going to post that on our social media
And you're,
channels, so please take a look at that.
Zelda.
We're going to go
yeah.
to the Duchy of Vistenberg and the Defile of Lorskoran.
Lee, Alex, how are you?
Bro, I have a job. What was that?
I pay taxes. Like, what the fuck?
I've read more
hey.
than 2 books.
That's
I
him.
think it was one summer day. I
That's
was eating
Luke.
A bowl
Oh.
of noodles, and I thought to myself, voice acting is cool.
It's the
Maybe I'll
bowl.
try that. That's it. That's it. Just the
That's the
noodles.
story.
That's it. That's where it went. Yeah.
Did the noodles also get you to the role of Luke?
Yeah. I showed up to the studio and I went, and they said, "That's the guy."
But no, seriously, how did you get the
I
role of
believe
Luke?
it.
And like, And like, how did you?
What
approach that
inspired
whole
you to get that role?
No, how did you get the role? I
Directory
auditioned
description,
and they
his likes, his
chose me
hobbies,
to
and
do
I was
it.
like, "This guy is
I set my
kinda
aunt and
like
uncle on
pretty much
fire.
that role would fit me
Was the audition for Ghosts of Tsushima?
Knowing it would please the
Actually, one of the first
demons.
roles where I got to play somebody that was just like me.
Luke's had a pretty interesting journey. You know, he started.
Don't
at
say
the
that.
tail
He's just
end of
like
Street
me for
Fighter
real.
V, and now is at the forefront of
He
Street
said
Fighter 6. How did
remembering
you
all
approach
the bodies.
performances?
For 5, they wanted something younger. So Luke had a bit more of an aggressive attitude.
He
was a lot
really
more
shouldn't have been in
arrogant, he
5.
was a lot more
No.
calm,
Everyone hated
and he was
that.
just kind of
Yeah,
like
that-
this random
that
punk
was
show
not a
who's
good
like, Who wants
idea.
to fight me? So for 6, we definitely kind of like mellowed down. He's got a job now. Wow, amazing. I guess after getting beaten
that
up
a
all
kid?
the time, he's like, I'm gonna lay back a little bit and figure out how to train myself and actually hone my fighting
Stop
style.
snorting
I think
G Fuel.
It's been a really interesting journey to see
That
not
guy's
only
blood is
how his
60%
characters have,
rippets.
like, evolved, but also the reception of that change as well.
This is the first Street Fighter game that was recorded in English first, right? And you were one of the first characters to record your lines. What was the experience like, and how did that change things up for you?
For me, this was like a brand new way to do this because in 5 is a dub, so we have to match the timing of the Japanese voice line, we have to match the cadence, the tone, and the animation. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you have to constantly be juggling. But for 6, it was a lot more loose. It was more flow. And for the first time, we got that sweet mouth
Man.
tech where you can say anything and the characters would.
When you
know,
look at
automatically
some of the other
lip sync.
things we've seen
So
this
that
summer,
was really, really
and you
cool.
compare it to
I
this,
just had
it's
a lot
like,
of
you know
fun
what? Maybe it is
to
better if a company
deliver lines
interviews
how I want it.
themselves.
Also, again, because we were creating the character in the US, I got to put a lot of my ideas in there as well. So that was a much different process than 5.
I came in
So,
and
speaking
Capcom
of
staff was
you
like,
putting
what do you
yourself
think? What
into
should
Luke
Luke do in this
everything,
game? And I said
I
he
see
should
online.
say
We
it.
all see online.
Yes.
Your
And they agreed
advocacy
he
for
would,
Luke
but they said,
means
"We're not gonna do
everything that you love him. Where does that
I said
come
it in the
from? What's
booth, but
that
they
whole
just
They
they
just
said
put
they
it in the
lost.
game.
They just said they lost the
Never thought-
footage or whatever.
I kept trying to slip it into important storylines.
For me, it's more about how this is a one.
This is the Ego Raptor. Something happens in the story, he needs to vent.
So, with my full heart, I just was like, I'm gonna have fun with this character. Actually, some of my posts have even like reached a wider global audience.
Yes, they have.
I got 10
visited
retweets.
the Capcom
That was
Japan
sick.
office, and I met
Those
up
numbers.
with Yama-san
Doing my
and,
numbers.
the whole team over there. And
Wow,
I
10
walked into
people.
the studio.
Holy fuck.
and they were like,
I didn't even know I had
"We've
10
all seen you on
followers.
Twitter." And I'm like, no,
What happened?
no. And they're like, no, it's good. We like it. And they thanked me for, promoting the character and just having fun with him. And they wanted to use that energy and put it into how they wrote and how
You're
they
all
made the
lucky I
character,
don't
and
have
was
like
really honored by
an
that.
exposure
People are playing Street Fighter
test
6 now.
LUT already built
Favorite
into
lines that
fucking
you want to-
OBS because I have it
Let's hear 'em.
elsewhere on this
Yeah,
computer.
We got a lot of good ones. We
You're
got
like, I
the-
can fix them.
but we also got the.
That would be
gotta
fucking
say,
hilarious.
You're pretty photogenic.
That's the one everyone wants to hear.
Yeah. That's a good
That's
one.
the meme one.
The Hadouken.
There we go.
That one was fun. There's one where he whiffs his ultimate and he goes, whoa, wait.
Oh,
Yeah. So
No,
those
no,
are
no.
all like great lines I remember.
Such
recording.
bad guy in chat
All the
asks,
funniest
trailer
lines, we
for
got them in,
Rashid
like, one
today?
take. And then they were like,
Maybe.
"That's
I
it."
mean,
Maybe.
he's the
I
first one to come out.
That was good.
Yeah, I
I'm
imagine
I
we'll
messed
see a
up. They're
trailer
like,
for the
"That's-
first
you're
one."
supposed to mess up. I'm
It's
like,
Luke, right?
"All
He's supposed to mess up. He's kind of corny like that. and
It's true.
everything.
It's true.
Anything you want to say to the community?
Thank you for your support over the last year. It's been amazing. I've had such a blast with this character, interacting with the community, seeing all the memes online, seeing all the fan art. It's been so much fun.
Is it weird that
And,
I'm seeing
also,
the
thank
voice
you for
actor for
kicking my
Luke
butt
and I'm like,
online
you
this
look
often,
so
too. I love that part.
medicated.
It's
You
so
seem
cool.
so on the level.
No, seriously.
I feel like
think it's
you
funny
say,
that,
you saying Luke's
Please stick
like you,
around.
I
We
expected
have a
somebody
interview
completely
with
deranged.
Localization director Andrew
He was
Alfonso that
he was also
recorded,
cast as
and that's
Minato
coming
in the
up.
P3 remake, so
Yeah.
he's now the main character of Persona.
We're going to take you a little
Yeah,
bit
that's
behind
pretty
the scenes
good.
today, and we've got a special guest to do that for us. We're with Andrew Alfonso.
It's like, why did our
coming
two
to us
hosts
all the way
instant
from Osaka,
transmit to
Japan,
different rooms?
Yes, over at Capcom Japan. So, Andrew, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hey guys. I'm Localization Director at Capcom Japan. I've been at Capcom for 17 years now. It's been quite a while.
Wow.
My first game that I worked on was Mega Man Star Force for the
Yeah,
DS.
Legally can't fire
After
me
that, I
now.
worked on a
It's
bunch
four.
of
It's
Ace Attorney
4:30
games,
in the
Ace
morning.
Attorney
Oh, no,
5,
you're right.
Investigations.
Luckily,
After
this
that,
was
I worked
undoubtedly
on
pre-recorded.
Monster Hunter for
Right.
10 years.
Because
And
Jesus.
now I'm back
Just-
on the Street Fighter series, and yeah, the latest
Like,
game that I
yeah,
worked
you
on
worked
was,
there for
Street
19
Fighter
years.
6
Oh,
was-
right.
which was just
Japanese
released.
companies are
Just
taking
an amazing
employees.
10
Whoa.
year. But is there
Whoa.
one in particular, a project that you
So,
worked
what
on
do you
that's
think
really near and
is
dear to your heart?
a key
I would say
part
the
of
number
why you
one
went
is
up in the
usually
company? Well,
Monster
Ben
Hunter
Judd
4
left.
Ultimate. That was kind of the first game that I really got to work with the dev team very closely.
I need to get
especially the
water. Oh my
directors,
god, the G
original
fuel is just
designer.
stuck in my
No.
throat.
Now you know what I've been living through.
Street Fighter 6.
Thus, because he,
just
but
working with,
I told them
Nagios
my
on
strategy
everything
of getting a second
just been an
thermos for G
absolute
Fuel so I
pleasure.
could
Their
still
kind
have
of
water
philosophy
on hand and cold.
game development should work.
And it seemed
has always
excessive
been very
until
appealing.
now.
So I was really happy to have this opportunity to work with them on Street Fighter 6.
Love working with them, and they've been amazing. But before we get into like Street Fighter 6, can you tell us a little bit more about localization, the different responsibilities,
close,
and
Eric.
what it's all about?
Luke
Obviously,
almost
we do,
pointed at you, which means you
translation
would
and
have been
text
divorced.
interpretation, but we also handle a lot of the voice direction for our games.
Managed to
On top
avoid
of
the
that, we
beams.
also get involved. A
Why
lot
did
in
they
motion
swap?
capture
It's a
for
dramatic battle.
Games. We also do a lot of stuff just to help the dev teams out. In terms of like diversity and culturalization.
I
and
told
stuff
Bob
like that.
we should at
I
some
do
point
remember
do
that,
the.
Nakama-san mentioned in an interview.
Holy shit!
Last time
I had not
where
seen this
we
cutscene.
were, He was
Obviously,
talking about Kimberly in Street Fighter 6.
and
I
was telling Bob we should do the world tour mode in Street Fighter Alpha 3, hit the end, and not be strong enough to beat the fucking game. Because that mode is deranged.
Localization team, he came to us and asked us for our feedback on not only Kimberly but also Lily and also DJ, to make sure that those characters are in a good spot for fans, and their designs are not only cool but also something that is going to be appealing to a worldwide audience.
Yeah, tell us, how you're involved in the game, how you kind of got started on the project. I know it's
If Speedy Gonzalez and Street Fighter 2 have taught me something, it doesn't matter how weird and fucked up it is your depiction of these people. They'll be like, "Look, we got a person." I mean, look at Luke. We love that asshole. What a piece of shit.
Get me in early because he knows that I was a big fighting game fan.
No one has to explain Luke's American and a piece of shit.
It is really funny how all of his characterization is just exactly the joke we kept telling about the yuppie military guy who loves anime.
Most of GameStop around here's clientele, yes.
Yeah. Come on early just to, get that sorted out so that we could have something, very natural.
I really need them to make a skin where he has an Naruto headband.
So we're definitely gonna hit on the real-time commentary feature later, but before that, what were some of your goals?
I feel like it would be better if they just here's Luke's costume where he's Goku.
What do you hope fans come away with in terms of the story, characters?
Like he has the muscle shirt that is the Goku's shirt.
This game has a
yes.
huge legacy, long legacy. We need to give it the localization that it actually deserves.
But he definitely owns like a shitty Kakashi cosplay.
The better understanding of all characters and the characters that they already love, they fall in love with them all over again. The other goal that I had was, because I knew that we were going to be working on World Tour mode, we had stuff like the modern controls to appeal to new users. We were trying to aim for a lot of new players to come in, and we had to make this as beginner friendly as possible. We're not going to be throwing a lot of FGC community terms in there. We're going to try to explain things in a very natural but easy to understand way. And also, like a lot of for example, like a lot of the attack names are still in Japanese, and Karen's super art in Street Fighter 5 is just completely in Romaji. They just translated from Japanese to English without actually.
I could say that, I just don't want to right now.
Said the name of her, attack, and I said, this is not something that you want. You want something that people can kind of attach to. They get attached to the name, and especially with this new commentary system, we want people to kind of call out these attack names so that people get this certain affinity for it, and they start to like get grow attached to it. And that's kind of like the two basic goals, two high-level goals that I had for this localization.
I mean,
Tell us a
I
little bit
think
more about the
the commentary fires at
Okay, so,
top
yeah,
potential
when
when
you
it
go through
says
about
psychic
this,
warfare is occurring because
I
one
will
round
agree
is
that
ended.
I was very against the idea, to be honest with you, because I just heard this and I just thought, no, we can't do it. And it's not because I thought the idea was bad. I just kind of like.
I appreciate
thought
that the
about it for
pre-show
about
is
a
an
couple of
interview.
seconds, and I thought
Yeah.
about
That's
the scope of
new
this.
with
I
people
play a
who
lot of
worked on the
sports
thing
games, so I
that's
know, like,
new and
how they do the
good.
commentary in those games, and they always
Everyone else should
spout
learn
about
something
how
from this
we
moment.
recorded, like 50,000
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have an
lines. For Monster Hunter, we only
Ubisoft pre-show
recorded,
that's non-existent
5,000
in a lie.
lines. So going, making that huge jump in like line count is just, a huge.
It's
amount
funny
to
because I
scale.
think that
So I was kinda
the
taken aback.
Melon's moves are all just fully in
But,
French.
I kind of settled down and
Well, that's different.
really go with.
No one
the
has
first
ever
person
murdered
people
French
was,
words on
Vicious.
stream.
He's just-
No
as- in
one.
terms
He
of-
said
as a person,
psychically
he's just super
attacking
reliable.
Rebel Winter.
He's, he has a good attitude about everything. He's very good on the microphone. He's always looking to improve. I kind of made him like, okay, he's all these things because he's kind of like.
Let's go to our French
the view
localizer
of,
who
like,
did all of
commentators.
Menon's lines, and
then,
it's just someone who
if we're
looks
gonna
like
have
Menon.
a
Like,
duelist
yes.
commentator, we need
Yeah.
a Ken counterpart.
It was I.
And there's no better.
It was
Can we make
moi.
this quick? I am very
busy
busy.
because they work together on Street Fighter League. They actually work very well together, but they also have their just completely contrasting.
That's a great
styles, too.
commentator name.
Vicious is very.
We should
much,
definitely
he
use
sounds
Tasty
very
Steve next time.
professional.
Where
Even
Yeah.
when things
Yeah.
get very excited in a match, but Tasty does not do that. He just goes nuts, right? And that's one of the things that
Really?
I really wanted
He
to
does
tell
that?
with
I
his
can't tell
choices.
from here that that's
Definitely
what
a
he's
lot,
doing.
Involved in that whole process, especially with the
Can I get a
commentaries,
commentator
being
that
a
just
completely
loops
new
the
thing,
wombo
for a Street
combo
Fighter game.
audio over and
Speaking
over?
of new things in Street Fighter 6, I do want to ask you about the World Tour mode and what it's like just helping craft a story mode for a Street Fighter game, and also a story mode where you can create your own character. What was that like? What was the experience like? Is there anything?
Tasty Steve has injured
that was
more than one
challenging or
commentator.
memorable?
Jesus Christ!
I mean, I think just the main challenging thing was just the scope of the whole mode is just gigantic. It's
New
like
fighting game
a whole other
commentator that
game
everyone
unto itself.
loves. Delicious
in terms
Dan.
of just, like,
Delectable
translate
Daniel.
and board. This is actually bigger than a typical Monster Hunter game by a good margin. So it was very big in scope. One of the things that was
Yeah, but it shows
really,
numbers, so.
a pleasure to hear was that the main scenario writer was actually the creator.
Eric,
of
how
the
are
Breath
you
of Fire
feeling
series.
about the
He
title
also worked on
technically
Dragon's
edible,
Dogma.
Eric?
So we kind of had this confidence that okay, this
I
story is
mean,
gonna
it's
be, it's gonna be
accurate.
good, it's gonna be solid.
I
We're gonna have a good solid base to work on. I think the one challenge was having to characterize so many new characters, returning characters, and so you don't really know how they're supposed to, talk. In terms of like a fully fleshed out character. So we kind of had to conceptualize that, like on a basic level, to make sure that we're getting something that's different.
Dairy
from
free
all the
Eric.
other
That's
characters,
right.
but also
Yeah.
really interesting at the same time.
It's always incredible just hearing like all the behind the scenes stuff about World Tour, and we've talked a lot about this, but like some of my favorite things that you guys did was the way like Ryu texts you, amazing, hilarious, but also just like the tiny things, how like Lee Fen says like Jed to like Chung Li, just to keep that culture in there. It's fantastic. So thank you so much for like having so much of a detail-oriented approach to World Tour.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us.
When
This
you
was-
talk
this
about
was
Mega
awesome
Man
to be able to
is
hear,
the stream
about
boss.
all this behind-the-scenes stuff in developing the game.
He's so
Any-
big.
You gonna
any
tell him
closing
he's not?
I
comments
wouldn't
for,
recommend that.
the Street Fighter and the Capcom fans out there.
If
that
I
are
were
getting
Chris,
ready for
I'd be
the,
worried.
showcase happening.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Street Fighter
coming.
6 is out there. It's been released. We're still working on the game as as always. I do want to hear, if anyone has any opinions about how the writing is and how the voices are. I've always been keeping track of that.
And
Just kidding,
again,
I don't.
Andrew,
Never
thanks for
come to
joining
talk
us.
to me.
And to everybody for watching.
I'm gonna elicit that kind of thing from the
All right, that's
internet.
gonna do it.
I
for
can
our
speak
pre-show.
two languages,
Thanks
you
to
can
everybody
barely
for
speak
joining
one.
us.
Are we
Shut the
gonna,
fuck
are we
up.
gonna have to
Alex,
stare at a
Andrew,
wall
and
for
Clay
10 minutes?
for joining us for all these segments. It was really great to
Oh.
talk to everybody and show off your content.
It would
We
be
do wanna
so
mention
funny if
there
it's a
is going to be
10-minute
post-show,
montage
so
of
please stick
like
around for that after the
Mega
post-show, but we're
Man,
getting close.
and then nothing's
Oh.
announced.
Any
That'd be
word-
sick.
parting words that you want to say?
Yeah, if you guys have been paying attention, we've been wearing these Capcom hoodies.
Oh,
You guys
they're
want
on
one of yourself, go to the
Amazon?
Capcom
What?
Amazon store. So with that, we'll see you guys
Oh,
later.
that's too easy. That's deliciously easy. That's deliciously Dan easy.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my god,
wait,
it's just a 10-minute wall stare.
I was gonna make the joke while they're talking about the difficulty of characterizing both returning characters and new characters that they would be like, well, we have these like icons of strength we like to think as the core of the character, okay?
Yeah.
And obviously Marissa's is a monster truck. Because nothing's stopping that. It's gonna run your ass over.
What a useful pre-show.
They gave anybody anything.
You learned so much about Street Fighter 6 and how good the modern controls are for you, the gamer.
We could talk about something else, like Mike Z being a detestable piece of human garbage. Did you know that? Do you know what he said was why he did all those horrible things? You know what he said? You know what he said was the reason?
Please tell me what he said.
Because he's on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, come on.
That's why he had to repeatedly violate everybody's boundaries and
You're telling
make
me
improper jokes.
You're telling
and
me
all
he
those
said
shit.
he was the good game dev?
That seems to be the implication of all his correspondence in these ongoing lawsuits that PC Gamer got.
Wow. Jesus.
For anyone who's curious, he's apparently making one of the games we saw. So that's why
Yes,
Mike
he's
C's
making
relevant.
that, he's working on that Diesel fighting game that we thought looked bad, the 2v2 one.
Are they actually putting click talk sounds in?
Yes, they are. We can talk about the FTC filing an injunction because they clearly realize you guys are going to try and merge before anybody decides anything to fuck us. So no, we're filing an injunction to keep you from doing that. You will actually have to be vetted.
Oh, for Microsoft?
To acquire
for Microsoft
Activision,
and Activision.
Man, once again, there is a whole year of gaming podcasts for morons that just look like an absolute joke now.
Man, you think if they have to file something like that, it would just be over. It's like, okay, you guys are clearly up to something.
Yes, but that's not how law works in the United States of America. They literally, the FTC, because of the way it works in the government, it has to do that.
Right.
It really seems like it's just gonna fall apart the instant the deadline passes, which is July 18th.
100%.
Like, it seems like Activision is just gonna be like, we'll take our money and then go be bought by Comcast.
Yep.
Can't come fast enough.
Here's the thing. I can't imagine a worse Activision due to Comcast. If anything, every idea I've had about how that might go is slightly better than current Activision. So... do we now check off woke FTC off the Game of the Year thing? Snowplex.
It hasn't happened yet. Nobody said it.
In the next 2 months.
Yes. Yeah, it's coming. Come on, just settle down a little bit.
But yeah, there's a whole year of gaming podcasts where everyone will, like on mainstream sites, just talk about like, well, since Microsoft bought Activision, and like anyone who goes back and listens to anything that old's gonna be like, man, that's fucking. But then again, you know, most people don't run around with like listening to older content and recontextualizing it. Most people just watch latest thing.
Oh, what are we doing?
Aha, just kidding. Show starts now.
We're gonna show a tit. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, they did have that Monster Hunter phone game. I forgot.
Yeah, then
Oh my god, I forgot too.
Yeah.
Was it,
It's by the Pokemon Go people, yeah. When are we gonna Monster Hunter Rise to the movies?
It's so impressive that they made like a red Drake, something fantasy-wise that's so fucking generic, look iconic enough to be recognized on sight.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's all the skull shape, I think. I don't know.
Got that Rathalos head.
Put a comma and then an exclamation mark. Monster Hunter. Now!
No. Flashing, glowing eyes.
Yes, Monster Hunter
Monster
yourself.
Hunter? No. W?
No further discussion
good.
is
The
needed.
version you shouldn't play.
But I already have access to a version shouldn't play, the MacBook version.
Oh my god.
Man, that would be the truly deranged content from us. Here's our spoiler cast comparing the Cloud Switch version to the MacBook port.
Content for no one.
Right? Wow.
Resident Evil 2, but you play as Cloud Strike.
Oh, okay. All right. Resident Evil 3, but you play as Cloud Strike.
I feel like you're just running out of ideas now.
No.
Look me in the eye and tell me you wouldn't buy it.
Let them cook, Bob.
Is this like your Pokemon segment? How much faster would this have been solved if they had a cloud?
Man, Resident Evil's so good. As we mentioned before, though, they're running out of Resident Evils to remake. Please do Code Veronica.
Yeah, that's probably the most deserving of one.
I think everyone agrees that should be the one you say.
I feel like they're probably gonna do Code Veronica in 5.
Why is this game
time? They should fucking do 0.
Ready to die,
But I feel like if you do 0, then people are gonna wonder why you didn't just do 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume that people would want 1 in the new modern style. I don't know.
See, that's the thing. In my head, you do Code Veronica, then you do 1. Or you do Code Veronica, then you do 0, and then you land all of it on 1. It's almost like it came full circle.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
I still think they should do 5. You can fix 5. It wouldn't be hard.
This is where I copped to one of the funniest videos I've seen in the last 3 months was steamed hams, but it's Mega Man Battle Network.
Every time I see the filter on for promotional material, I feel like I need to hit a marketer's fucking knuckles with a ruler like I'm a nun. It's like just enough to make sure they're paying attention. Like, no, I'm sorry. Turn that shit off.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that video is amazing. That is a fucking hilarious steamed hams. It's one of the best ones.
Hey, Dan, did you see the Simpsons Mega Man X Spider Boss video?
Yes. Have any of you seen that? Maybe
I don't peruse the
link.
steamed hams.
We should just
page.
watch that real quick. Watch as we ruin it! How did you do it?
Mega Man Battle
You too can have the same effect by spreading Vaseline all over your TV screen.
That's amazing. Boo doo boo. We only have 1 minute and 24 seconds. Let me see if this is even. Yes, okay, it's 36 seconds.
All right, we can do it.
We have just enough time. Let's cut to the Bob cam. Mute this.
Yeah, you got 30 seconds.
I got this.
To get it running.
We got this.
He's doing it.
It's happening. And then normal cam. Normal cam. I'm going to post the link in this after. I'm going to post the link for this in chat so that way you guys can go and like the video.
To overcome the spider's pipe-fused shotgun ice. I think it was.
Okay.
Window, good lord.
Delicious.
That was my favorite part. Just going whoosh as you leap out a goddamn window.
Although I would say I think the best meme thing you've showed me recently was that
you only got 8 seconds.
The Legacy of Kain making pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that kills me. Yeah, they put a 9 on screen because it's Mega Man X9.
That's why. These are really nice looking numbers.
They are.
I wonder if they're made in some sort of engine that reaches for the moon.
R-E-H's.
Ooh.
That's a nice
Ooh.
rehash.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the Capcom Showcase. Before we get started, we'd like to share that June 11th, 2023
Do something with your mascot, you fuck.
Anniversary. A big thanks to everyone for playing our games. It's thanks to our amazing fans that we can celebrate such a milestone. We look forward to creating many more games in the years to come, and we hope that you'll continue
This
to
music's
enjoy them.
epic. Is someone on trial?
Now it's time to show off our latest titles at the Capcom Showcase. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss anything. Let's take a look at this video.
Cool. We're leading with Path of the Goddess, which
Right.
means a lot of this space is left for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just show the same trailer, please.
Yeah, that'd be the
I feel like
worst.
there's no way.
Oh,
And
okay.
yet, it hasn't changed yet.
Right?
Oh, this is the same fucking trailer. Jesus.
You don't just show the whole thing, though.
It's new to
please.
me.
If I haven't seen it.
If they do this again, I'm gonna have to maybe start pushing towards cutting them.
This game looks sick as hell.
There's no way they did not change this from being Onimusha.
Oh, of course. Of course. This was the most hard confirmation that Exoprimal was a Dino Crisis at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians?
Color Guardians.
I like the Shinto priest wand on the edge of the sword.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff in this makes me think more like older stuff than Onimusha, like the Genji era.
Oh, man. Oh, with gross doors, too. Love gross doors.
Gross doors. We're gonna need gross powers to open these gross doors.
From your gross son.
I thought he was the one with the gross son. You know what it actually, I finally nailed exactly what it makes me feel like. The FromSoft Xbox game. The one with the samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ninja Blade?
Otogi?
Yes.
Otogi. It's Otogi.
It just, it has a lot of visuals and speed of movement and other things that make me go, this is like if Capcom made a game sort of adjacent to this.
Okay, now show us what the game's actually like.
They'll do that via the same trailer again.
No!
Experience a unique blend of strategy and action in this epic tale.
Be immersed in this.
A beautiful yet unsettling world of mystery awaits in Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
That's right, you were all saying it wrong this whole time.
Can you tell us anything about the actual
Oh,
game?
hey, that's crazy. It's coming to things that weren't announced during the Xbox thing. It's almost like Xbox paid money to hide that for one day.
Right.
Mega Man
Wow.
X Dive Offline is coming to Steam.
What?
and Android.
Offline.
Oh my god, you turned it into a real game?
If they just ripped all the fucking monetization out,
That's
I don't see how
fucking wicked.
Anybody who who played Dive isn't just in the clown suit.
Oh man.
I'm so into this.
Blue Zero?
Yeah.
Imagine.
There's Could you imagine?
Is under attack.
We're under attack.
We're under attack by these JPEGs.
Space using hunter programs to recover data before it's too late.
Oh, they're numbers though, so like.
Sure, big numbers.
Yeah, it's a gotcha game.
Play as
But I'll
Mega
still
Man
play to
X
see
and
all the
other
art.
characters from the Mega Man franchise.
Including some stuff that should be in there
Characters that haven't
anyway.
been playable before.
So what is this game now that it's offline?
I guess they just fucking
Level
give
up
you
your favorite
everything.
characters
I
and
guess.
Or they
to create a
probably have
powerful
some
hunter.
offline currency you have to grind for.
Power up your weapons and more to customize your character however you want.
Maybe they just made it so it doesn't need to always be online to play it.
Offline.
No, because if they're taking down like the monetization servers and everything.
Control
Well,
and
that's
develop
probably a whole
100
different
different
game at this
characters.
point, right?
Yeah.
Play as a
I
variety
think
of
this is what should
characters,
always
including
happen when a
new
gacha
heroes
game goes
created
off.
for
Right, yeah,
Like,
this
yeah,
is the
the world
ideal.
should-
complete
Even if it
stages
costs,
and use
like,
element
$20
metals to recover memory pieces.
You had the opportunity
analyze
to
recovered
combine
memories to
element and
unlock
metals, and you
characters.
didn't take it. That's unfortunate.
There are more than 900 stages to play. Challenging mechanics and enemies await on classic and new stages.
Oh, that's weird.
You're
He
bound
looked
to
like
clash
Battle
with
Network, but
familiar bosses
it
from
didn't
the
look
past.
fucking terrible as a
Build the
2D
ultimate
platformer.
monster
That's
that
fucking
is blocked
strange.
From total destruction.
You know you're gonna have to beat that game someday.
Shut the fuck up. Look, it's sitting next to me over here. I don't need you telling me about it.
Mega Man X Dive Offline launches in
Cool.
2023.
Yeah, so the day after the online version goes away.
Day and date.
That's so good.
It's also Steam. Huh.
Yeah. Well, the online one was.
Now,
There
here's the
was.
Capcom Spotlight Corner.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just a
It's them
reel of
shillings.
things you can buy.
Did you know you could
Yeah.
buy the things that are the most acclaimed and visible things in our catalog right now?
Yeah.
We're now selling Street Fighter in SD.
Wow.
See, guys, your thing's only 36 minutes long. Did you really need to fill that with this?
Single-player story mode.
Don't worry.
Well,
I'm
they
sure
should-
this
well,
will be
they
really
didn't have
short.
enough for a show.
Made even more
So-
accessible.
And Battle Hub, a social space where players from around the world can compete.
Make pouty
and hang out.
faces at each other.
These are the game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release new fighters.
That art
and
of
content
Rashid is
so
so
you can enjoy
good.
the game for a
I've never
long
seen
time
bad
to
art of Rashid.
Well, I mean, it's a 3D model that was in 5.
Street Fighter 6 is available for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam.
Where's Pragmata, you bastards?
It won't be showing up here, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure I'm willing to now assign Pragmata as
We
this
also
gen's
have an
deep down.
announcement for
Yeah,
Capcom
now I'm
Pro
starting
Tour
to come over.
Pragmata guy in spacesuit announced for Street Fighter 6.
Oh,
The
yeah.
newest entry in the series.
Puts up the visor and it's Luke. Hey
Players
guys!
from around the world will compete in regional matches
I'm not going to
and
completely
battle
give
to
up
be
on
this
it
year's
until
champion.
Sony does their real show for this
To
year.
celebrate the
Okay.
launch of Street Fighter
That's when
6,
I'll give up.
Yeah, I feel like if it doesn't show up by the end of this, that's when I'm starting to sign up for the deep down clause.
Every time somebody mentions.
$1 million
Uh-huh.
going to first place.
Until next year, because
Capcom
let's
Pro
say
Tour
it didn't start development
2023
until 2020, in the middle of the fucking
tournaments.
pandemic.
Online premieres, offline premieres.
What were you saying?
and
I love every time
world
somebody mentions Sony's possible second show, because like in my head I always have to append like not cope, angry.
Capcom Cup
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
I mean, when even insiders are like, yeah, we don't know why that show was so bad. They have other things.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't.
we don't know why half of those things didn't even have windows. They're almost done.
Yeah, you don't need to be an insider to look at that and just from leaks and everything else know they have more and could show more.
Like guys, they're not winning that appeal. You can come back now.
But wouldn't it be funny if the moment they lose them?
The moment the deal gets falls true in July, it's like, all right, it's
Jim Ryan's been practicing for the musical they're gonna put on for months.
2023. The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship.
No,
Get
that's
up close and personal with Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 5. The game's main story will be playable in VR with PlayStation VR 2.
look. I'm excited for this, but you have nothing to announce here.
Right.
Yeah.
You announced this 2 weeks ago? Well, no, you announced this months ago. You showed this literal thing 2 weeks ago.
RE4's cutting-edge knife action is a core part of the game, and the PlayStation VR 2 Sense controller makes parrying even more intuitive.
You know that whole
Experience
inventing a
extreme
guy to be
survival
mad at?
firsthand.
Yeah.
I'm inventing the person who's really into Resident Evil 8 VR, and when I keep going, RE4 VR is just fucking good. It's so good. It's so much better than that dog shit. They're just getting mad. Because people did not like that I did not like that.
Oh shit!
It's okay, fillers. Oh god!
What? Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, you're a little head.
Like just enough of a millisecond.
Well, I guess it's real.
They held out till the last possible moment.
Yeah.
Right when your faith was crumbling.
Right?
What are you doing? Shoot!
I was like, was that Steve Bloom?
No, it's Luke. Look at her hair. It's so cute. Man, modern video games nailing hair is pretty fucking awesome.
Right? It's been so long.
Was Steve Bloom the guy, the main character of Vanquish?
What?
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 Oh my god!
Hey, at least there's game here now.
Right. Now I have any idea what it is.
She's some sort of cyber witch.
I didn't expect it to be a weird action game where you play as an astronaut.
I think you're a robot.
It looks big enough to be a suit.
Right.
Postpone. Oh no. Whatever.
We started development of this game in the middle of the pandemic. Can you tell? Can you tell?
Hey, visually it looked good this time.
Uh-huh.
Like at all.
And they had gameplay.
Sure,
and it
reminds
had a
me of-
gameplay.
What was that Claymore ass game?
Oh, Solstice?
Yes, I was thinking of the little sister.
Hello everyone, I'm Shu Takumi, the original creator of Ghost Trick. It's almost time for the game's release.
I made this game when I was 18.
That's not a vest. Your shirt's just like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's
I'm
like the
not
front
actually
version
that
of those
old,
fisherman
but-
shirts that have the flap on the back to air better.
I'm not really that old, but working in game development does this to you.
It's like the
Yeah,
Obama.
you do the
it's like being
It's like
president.
the Obama
You do
thing.
the you do the Hans Mole Man thing, but with game developers. I'm only 31 years old.
My name is Shu Takumi. I'm 51 years old. Game development has ruined my life.
And change the lives
Demos
of all
neat.
sorts of people in all
like
sorts of
demos.
situations. Things may seem unrelated at first, but each person plays a vital role in his story. And together, their stories will lead him to one ultimate truth. So think of the demo as a doorway, inviting you into a great big mystery. It's been 30 years since we made
So
original
I'm
game.
31 years old.
I met many new people, and there were many
He was
new
doing what?
people during its development. I have no doubt these experiences are what shaped Ghost Trick into the unforgettable game it is. To the team that lovingly ported this game, and all the fans who have shown so much love towards it, I'm so grateful to all of you. I am thrilled that through this rebirth, Ghost Trick will be available to so many more people around the world. Now, to wait for its release. And one more thing. I practiced very, very hard for 2 weeks for this appearance. So, should we meet someday, it will make me very happy.
I'm so tired. Your language is exhausting.
It's really good.
Oh, he's so precious.
So make sure you know I don't actually know English. I only know these 5 sentences.
I only know this sentence and the one explaining.
Hey, say the thing.
Nani?
Does entire spiel again.
Say the thing. I would really like to speak in Japanese.
Creator of the Ace Attorney series, Shu Takumi.
His outfit
This
honestly made
classic
me think
mystery
that he was in Kung Fu Hustle. Like it was something like that era.
A man named Sissel loses both his memory and his life. Using the powers of the dead, he tries to solve the mystery of his own death. The only clue he has is a red-headed detective. A night of mystery begins anew. A rookie detective, brimming with
This
a sense
subtitle
of
font is the
justice.
same as Resident Evil, I swear to
feels
God.
like
They
target.
just went, this is the
Sissel
best
witnesses
font.
her death. Who was I? Why was I killed? Who killed me?
Why was I so damn
What does he
hot?
want?
And what does it mean that I was given these powers of the dead?
Like
Use the
smelling
powers of the
badly
dead
and
to possess
shitting myself.
And rigor mortis.
Sissel's glowing blue soul to the core of objects to possess them. Possess the tire. Possess the bowl. Possess the star ornament. You can then trick the objects you possess. Trick the guitar to play it. What will happen when you trick the car?
What an idiot. Can't believe he fell for that.
To open it. Possessing and tricking objects will let you access new areas. Sissel can go
Prank
back
the hell out of
4
this
minutes
ladder.
Before someone's death.
It was just a prank, bro.
What happened before her murder? Those clues are hidden in the past. Follow past events in real time. The limit, however, is 4 minutes. Help people avoid near-death predicaments and change their fates. Sissel will face death in
Fate changed. She dies over there now.
You alter the timeline.
I'm really glad you can only go back 4 minutes and not some other more horrible amount like 12.
Man, what a nightmare that would be.
Why would I ever want to go
Well,
back 12 minutes?
this game doesn't seem to have the point of time travel is immoral past an arbitrary point.
bonuses. See the official website for details.
You can trick a husband into stabbing his wife. Honey?
It's Pragmata again. Psych, we're coming out next year.
Is this one a secret?
Yeah.
Oh.
Secret?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do we? What we got? What we got?
Yeah,
What
we know,
got?
guys.
What we got?
No, more
What we
Capcom
got?
logos. Come on.
What we got?
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a collection, I bet.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
No, that's cool. Thank you.
yeah.
Or maybe it's a new one.
And the 3DS ones, right? Those are nice looking sprites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job on these from what I've seen. I'm like, man, we should.
It was.
Oh, there we go. That's the 3D.
It was wild
yeah.
how good these looked on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I sit there and I'm like, yeah, we should really stream these. And chat's like, I'm not sure that would make a great stream. And I'm like, who said it was about you, fucker?
Make sure to turn on emote only chat
Right,
so they
yeah.
can't try and solve every single thing for you.
Don't worry, we just came from Pikmin month.
Yeah.
The next game will be great. No one knows anything that's in it.
It's true.
Oh man, Maya's face is pretty not great.
Except the emote only. Your phone rings.
Divorced.
You better
I'm a lawyer.
You better announce investigations later, assholes.
Yeah, they brought the first one of those to the US, didn't they?
Yeah, they never brought the second one, but just fucking do it.
In Ace Attorney, players serve as lawyers for the falsely accused. Battle for justice in the courtroom and uncover the truth. Now, the 4th, 5th, and 6th mainline Ace Attorney games are being brought together to share the story of Apollo Justice and his allies in the dark age of the law.
Wait, what?
I use video games for escapism, sir.
Please.
The colorful characters and courtroom drama of each game have been relitigated.
No,
in
don't worry. The
beautiful
dark
full
age of the
HD.
law is just when prosecutors
Available in 7
forge
languages.
evidence constantly.
Japanese,
That doesn't happen in real life at all.
I'm still so unused to full back and pat that I'm like, PS4? Just PS4? That's weird.
We've also added voice
Tick,
recordings
tick,
for the
tick.
new languages.
All right.
All right.
Sure, there's no objection to everything.
Yeah, somebody
included
told
in
me
this
so, and I
collection.
can't vet this, that the
Apollo
reason we're probably going to have
Justice,
backwards
Ace Attorney
compatibility
Trilogy is
forever
currently
going
in
forward
development for release
is
in
nobody
early
wants to risk
2024.
being the one who
Please look
loses a
forward to more
lawsuit.
information about this collection
I mean,
in the
also, you
future.
get sales forever.
Yeah.
Like, publishers act like they hate that when they talk to console owners, but
we have
no,
some
fuck you.
Capcom
You're
news to
wrong.
share.
You love that shit.
Capcom news?
We're never touching Mega Man ever again.
This month,
So
Gun.
sorry.
40th anniversary.
Oh, they're going to
As
talk
part
about
of the
that museum
celebration.
thing.
Part of that celebration.
Opened
Go
a
fuck
digital
yourself.
theme park called Capcom Town.
Look at this fucking weird dog. Bark.
Take a stroll through the museum to view original artwork and other materials from various titles. on
Drive for
display.
the Rathalos was good.
So was that Blanca
You can
chewing a
play few of
2x4.
Capcom's beloved classics for free.
Thank you, Spiff.
Head on over
Barf.
to the castle to cast your vote in the Capcom elections.
They're like, Capcom is not a
Participants will
democracy.
receive a special reward, so don't miss out.
I want a special
We
one.
can't wait for everyone
the
to
fuck
enjoy
is-
this attraction,
Whose head is all that?
Right?
along with the many other fun experiences we've prepared at
Okay.
a Capcom ID account. is
Something
required
nobody
to
will
play
ever do
Resident
ever.
Evil
Uh-huh.
RE-verse. Our new upcoming title, Exoprimal.
Well, you have to if you want to play Exoprimal. People do that, though, right?
Features of Street Fighter 6.
When is Exoprimal again? Is it next month?
I think it's next month, but it might be this month.
I hope it's not this month. Street Fighter 6 just came out. What the fuck's wrong with them, right?
We'll release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon.
Aggro, I have a complicated moral question.
For Capcom ID.
Okay.
Do you want to shoot Dino?
I've seen movies. That's always morally correct.
Yeah.
Now for the latest on Exoprimal.
Especially when Chris Pratt tries to act like it's not.
It makes him sad, so I want to do it more.
I'm Takudo Hideoka, the director of Exoprimal.
I did not practice this in English.
It's me. I summoned the Raptors.
I'm still currently developing video games. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Hello? Thought I heard activity on this frequency. Hello? My name is Garrett Silence.
Basically, the IB's godfather. He was responsible for the entire Exosuit project.
You know, Anchor Division, I assume?
Man. They are really making it look like a normal single-player game now, and I'm like, guys, why didn't you lead with this? You know how many people don't care about the multiplayer?
All my R&D is just waiting to be picked up back in 2040. Intact and hot off the presses. The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
Yeah, if there's just a single player mode where I kill a bunch of dinosaurs,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of changes the value proposition.
The fuel of the future.
All this time, Heisel is a side effect of time travel?
What?
Out of dead dinosaurs?
What?
Oh, this is beautiful.
So like regular fuel?
Yes, but time juice. See, you send the dinos through time. Then you juice them. Because now they're saturated with time juice.
It's a walking glove of stuff.
There's a really stupid yet incredible sci-fi story in here where the future has dinosaur farms and they send the dinosaurs back in time to become petroleum.
Why did the dinosaurs become extinct? Well,
My
funny
squad.
story.
I promise you this. We'll find a way out of here. All Anchor project files have serial numbers. Look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code for Leviathan's core.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, gentlemen, I didn't get your names.
Golos, the Hammerheads.
Well done. You fought desperately and survived. The perfect exosuit development project is nearing fruition. Activating Massacre Module. Summoning Neo.
Massacre Module.
Rejoice.
This is all helping to make a better exosuit.
Good hunting, Ace.
Power X3.
Man and
this-
machine.
Is this just a game based on that really stupid thought experiment? The whatever's Basilisk.
Oh, Rocco's
Basilisk.
Basilisk. It's a mix between that and a Sound of Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the Ryu skin?
Fucking Havel armor is so good.
That's a football suit.
I like
Is it
I
Gundam
like
Master?
the Noel Vermilion robot suit.
It's good. Look at all this nothing you get on the top.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
How much is this game again? $60?
Yeah, at least they showed the battle pass for the premium battle pass for Street Fighter, and there's
What
like
did you
nothing
think?
anybody would give a shit on it.
That was a lot of new
That's what I
Before we
heard.
dive in, I'd
And
like
then
to give
people
a
are
huge
like,
thanks to
"Oh,
all
there's
the
not
players
even
who
a point." I'm like, "That's
participated
good,
in
you
open
dumb
beta
fuck.
testing.
Keep your mouth shut."
We were extremely pleased to have so many participants. Plus, you gave us a lot of invaluable feedback. We can't thank you enough.
The game's been canceled.
Portions of the Dino Survival content were made available for
That
the
doesn't
open
really
beta
line up
test.
with what you just showed us, sir.
Producing more content.
We thought we'd be cruel and show you a cool game that you cannot play anymore.
Let's take a look
They've
at what
canceled
you
my
can expect
game because
when
they caught me
Exoprimal
cutting the power to
launches on July
Exoprime.
14th.
I'm sorry, to Pragmata's team's floor over and over again for the last 2 years.
The game's protagonist is transported to the
Yeah,
year
I'm already
2040
seeing people be
and
snide
forced to
about Pragmata
participate
on
in a
Twitter, and I'm like,
never-ending
guys, it's
series
only
of
been
war
3
games.
years. Do you know how long
The
game
story
development takes
unfolds
now?
as you play through
No,
Dino Survival,
no, they don't.
the game's main mode. Gathering
Every
intel
single
to
game at
update the
Ubisoft's
analysis
conference
map
was in development for like
unravels the
7
mysteries
years.
surrounding parallel worlds and the AI entity known as Leviathan.
Oh fuck,
At
I'm getting
times,
this game.
Players will also engage in
very sorry.
special
He started talking about parallel universes and it was over.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
survival mode.
Are we leaping quantumly?
You'll unlock new missions with a variety
God, I don't
of
want to get
objectives,
this at launch.
including 10-player co-op, a multitude of
But I
dinosaurs to
might.
fight, and more maps.
I suppose this thing is any kind of crossplay.
The game will also feature an assortment of unlockables.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
challenges.
Didn't it have crossplay,
Fighter
Bob?
six-
Weren't you
I
playing
think-
on
I
PS5 and I was playing on PC?
to
I think so. I think that's how.
Street Fighter 6 has crossplay. That seems to be something like they talked about it needing the Capcom ID. I don't know why it would if they weren't
Oh,
gonna have crossplay.
They required that
also
before, but yeah,
personalize your
okay.
appearance
People are
with
confirming
a
you had
variety of
crossplay. Plus,
cosmetics, such
you
as
didn't play
ship
that on PC.
skins,
I played that on
weapon
PC. You played it on
decals,
console,
and
because
emotes.
I only owned a
The game
1080
also
Ti back
features a
then.
special
Only.
5-player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage block with a tank suit in battle. There are many ways
What a
to
reward
enjoy
does
the
that
game,
give me,
even
though?
after completing the main story.
Well, you get the award and then you can show it off. You can literally
We
show
took your
people how
feedback
cool you
into
are with your
consideration
achievements.
as well. In the full version of Exoprimal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward.
Some sort of battle chase mode.
Now, let's go over all the new info we just
Wait,
saw.
can we look? You have like 5 minutes left to show Mega Man, and I need that time.
No, I'm sorry. It's going to be for Dragon's Dogma.
Oh shit! Fuck. You're right.
The developer of the exosuits and the head of Anchor Division, IBS's elite research
We have
group
9
based on
minutes
Bikitoa
left.
Island.
Oh man, that's a Corrin's Tower sort of situation.
A space elevator that extends from the
You're gonna say, is it a space elevator or like an ejection cord? Get the lab into orbit.
Too many dinos. We gotta go.
Like a winch the size of several school buses up in orbit.
Yeah.
known as neosaurs. The most deadly
If you're
among them
if
being
you're
the
anywhere within like 1,000 kilometers, like if you're anywhere in the upper atmosphere, you're just done. You're just fucking obliterated by the sound of it cranking.
Neo T-Rexes? What are Leviathan's true intentions?
I really want to be like right behind Jim Ryan, whispering in his ear, like, I don't care how much you have to
While
pay
it may look
Capcom
similar to Deadeye, this
to
exosuit is
get
a variant
a
of
Horizon
Deadeye
T-Rex in the PlayStation version of this game.
Unlike the default Deadeye, this variant
He's
comes
right to
equipped
say
with
it.
a weapon that can burst fire or be used as a shotgun.
You know, a lot of games I would be like, I don't know if they can render that.
Exosuit variants,
But these dinos are very detailed in this game.
Right.
You know.
full version's release.
And they actually have already put Horizon robots into the
engine, really?
Because they were in MT framework for Monster Hunter World, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But aggro, why we can't put Horizon robot dinosaurs in there because we can't squeeze them for their delicious goo.
And Savage Gauntlet will be revealed at the Xbox Games
That's for a
Showcase.
different goo. That's for Battle Pass goo.
Be sure to tune in.
The AI's like activate mid protocol, and then all the Horizon dinosaurs come out.
Excited to announce
Portal.
that we'll be holding a second open beta test. This time,
JT
And then it
looking
cuts-
motherfucker.
Honestly,
And then
I've
it
seen
cuts to Aloy
Yoshimitsu, I've
being-
seen James.
It
player
cuts,
co-op
it cuts to
missions.
Aloy being rinsed by that weird
and
Neo
other
T-Rex.
adjustments based on everyone's feedback.
Cool. So they have story missions
Check
for
out
this
the official
beta.
website.
That's good.
That
Hopefully
is
they
good.
let us mess with progression stuff because they locked all of that in the last beta. I was like, I need to know what this is.
Right. It felt really weird and hollow without any of that.
Yeah.
Players will also receive a new reward for participating.
It's funny everybody's using different adjectives for their beta
We'll
tests
continue to
now.
make adjustments
Yeah.
to Exoprimal.
Because everybody
leading
made
up
so
to the
many jokes
game's
about
launch on July
CBT.
14th.
I am digging the arms of his glasses.
Thank you
Yeah, they're
again
dope.
for all the
whole
feedback.
thing is great.
We look forward to seeing you in the second open beta test. That's all we have for you today. See you in the War Games. It's going to be a ton of fun.
The only winning move is to not wait. No, don't.
Wait,
Don't say that.
tackled from off screen.
Next up is the last.
There's
Yeah.
a screen after this.
This
There's
is the
your
last
round
title.
table.
Sure did the.
I wonder if he knows it's a circle.
It's the last
I hope
title
they
we're
don't do
showing,
that
but
to
not
me.
the last dream come true.
There should be a gap.
You guys got like 20 games.
I know. Shut up. I want more.
Hi everyone. My name is Hideaki Itsuno, and I'm the director of Dragon's Dogma 2.
I made Dragon's Dogma 1 when I was 18.
Dragon's Dogma, but I can finally give you some more information.
There was a
about the
floating
new game.
baby here at Capcom making some kind of dead guy game. I don't
The
know.
other day.
Literally just showing the same trailer again. This should be a crime.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it identical?
He literally
far.
said it was the same trailer.
Okay. Well, then that's perfect. Be right back.
Why? Why would you do this?
Because it's the same trailer. Bye.
I have to believe that most executives have the idea that, I mean, for people who aren't like us and watch everything, if they're going to watch one conference, it's going to be ours.
Man,
They know that isn't true. That's why they sent it to Sony.
Yep. Oh, man.
I really wish that if they're going to show this trailer more than once, it wasn't the worst trailer they could have made.
But instead of pawns, do they just have cat people? Is that the thing?
No, I think there were pawns in another trailer.
Yeah, they showed pawns already in this trailer.
yeah.
I assume you can make a cat person pawn.
Of course.
It'd be really weird if you couldn't.
That is most unfortunate, but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Now you're gonna do something else, right?
Yeah.
And
like
then...
Details? You're
What did
right
you
here. Okay,
The
bye.
action RPG game Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012.
Oh.
Now, a decade later,
Back when I
I'm
was
proud to share a
18.
look at the highly anticipated sequel, Dragon's
Some
Dogma
dope
2.
armor, though.
Yes.
Shit.
Today I want to
Fuck.
Complex hilts on one-handed swords. Let's fucking go.
inherit from its predecessor.
The
First,
jank
Dragon's
and
Dogma 2 will
pawns.
be a
But I
single-player
repeat
game,
myself.
but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op. And
The
second,
great taste of a normal
feature
soda.
action role-playing mechanics set in an open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series, you embark on your adventures with pawns,
Okay, I must have missed her.
otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled
You
Arisen,
fight ferocious
you can
monsters
embark on
and
your
totally
journey
pawn
with
them.
the main pawn,
No.
customized to your liking. As well as
Yeah,
up
cat
to
person
2
pawn right there.
additional
Wait,
support
yeah.
pods
Can I
you
can I
borrow
be a
from
cat
other players.
person?
Maybe.
To form a
Probably,
party of
Because
other
the pawn
There
creator
could
and the
be-
Arisen creator were the same creator in the
There
first
could be a
game.
cat under that
Okay.
armor
and they're
suit.
now
All right.
capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous title, helping you in the midst of battle.
I don't like how much that
You can
Arisen
also
looks
help
like the
guide
guy
you to
from the
new
Dragon's Dogma
locations.
TV show.
And the Dragon's Dogma
knew.
TV show looked like the original Dragon's Dogma character.
I knew it would damage someone in the podcast group.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is built with the RE engine.
As should all
resulting
things
in a
going
dense
forward.
world woven with high
Because it
graphical
is
detail.
moral.
Enjoy a world roughly 4 times the size of the original Dragon's
Fuck.
Dogma.
Okay,
with more
that's pretty
features
big.
than ever before. The characters and monsters that populate the world
Who made
are given
Bladestorm?
life thanks to the power of AI. And players will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant
Bladestorm's
fantasy
1000-Year
world.
War?
You can
The
look
Koei
forward to a
Tecmo
variety
Omega
of
Force game?
locations to choose
Is that who
from.
did that?
Or are we talking
Location
Naraka
shape your Origin's
Bladestorm or
world
whatever?
throughout the adventure.
Yeah,
You
doesn't
take
even
on
worry.
enemies
That
with
weird
swords,
squad.
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I think
all
that's
up
it.
to you. We'll have much more to share in the future, but
But for now, you get nothing.
Double
I wanna go
cannon.
over a few sections from the trailer that show what
come
we've
on.
improved for
We'll show
Dragon's
you the
Dogma
same
2.
thing. This is the
Back and to the
This
left.
game is designed to enable players to take on situations in their own way. In addition to AI,
We're
Plummeting
like
to their
Tears
death.
of the Kingdom.
like immersive physics,
Just like
brings
it.
Pawns, monsters, and NPCs to life.
Visceral life.
This
What would
better
happen
run
if you
well on
destroyed that
PC
bridge,
like Resident
or
Evil
if you
4
pulled that
did.
monster's leg? What other exciting possibilities can you think of?
What other limb could you rip
Two
off? There's so
characters
many
pivotal to the
choices.
story that also appear in
Should
the
you use the
game's
action
arc.
button and stab that guy in the dick?
A bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadinia, a high priestess of the Beastren.
Beastren?
Beastren?
For the first time. What destiny awaits? How will
Are
they
they
affect your
Dogma
fate?
destined?
Intricate relationships
There will be
and
characters in this
situations you will
one, we
encounter in
swear.
the game.
Watch out.
To keep you on your toes.
Well, they probably won't have to remove half the game and then
During
remove
your
half the game a
adventure,
second
you will
time,
come
like what
across
happened
familiar
with
monsters
the
from
original.
previous game, as well as new monsters such as Medusa. you can look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2.
Please stay tuned
Please
until the
stay
next
tuned
real
for more
Sony show.
information. Thank you so much for
You can
tuning
make
in.
a bridge for your friends or your enemies. Guys, I'm sorry. That was the worst thing you could. Why? Why did you show that again? But somehow it felt less.
Will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series
A
X,
sale.
Xbox Series S, and Steam. And now, a quick look at the Capcom 40th anniversary sale.
I almost wish
Kicking
Pragmata.
things off,
I
we have
almost wish
well-known
Pragmata
titles
hadn't
such
even
as
been
Dragon's
here, so
Dogma and the
we
Ace
could
Attorney
write this off
series.
as never having anything.
Right.
This opportunity to pick
It
up
had
a few of
X-Dive too,
Capcom's
though,
most
so, you know, it was
influential
something
hits
else.
At some great prices.
Yeah, I am really jazzed that that's offline. That's
To
great.
celebrate, we're also offering a limited time bundle of
Hey,
some
I'm
of
gonna go ahead and
Capcom's
say,
major
chat,
titles
never
on Steam.
ask if it's worse than OTK because nothing will be.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time.
Yeah, don't bother.
Capcom Showcase. Thank you
Hey,
for
was this the
watching.
worst thing you've ever watched?
We're always working on
Like,
new
no.
games and updates.
No, none of the directors of these games came out to say it.
It's like, oh man, I spilled my juice. Oh, is this worse than the time you shot yourself in the dick?
Thanks for watching.
No.
No?
No.
And stop asking.
And stop bringing that up. Weird. There are a lot of D's appearing on this poll from chat on what score this conference
Welcome
gets.
to the Capcom Showcase post show.
Crazy.
I'm Andy. I'm on
Oh,
the
a
community
post
team.
show?
And with me today, we have Joe, also from the community team.
We're
and
just
we have
gonna.
Nico.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Oh, I can't do
Featuring
captioning.
the whitest man you know.
Hello, an AI generated my face. We can't confirm that I, as a person, exist out there, but I could, and that's what should scare you.
I'm Philip Seymour Hoffman after that fire.
That look positive. Just gonna open this in case they do something absolutely insane. I really doubt it, but
Yeah, there's no way.
there's literally no way. Isn't it cool that for the 40th anniversary of Capcom, we got an offline version of a gacha game that's years old?
D+.
I'd like to tell you about the Commodore 64.
Let me go.
It was
pull
almost
up that
nothing.
spreadsheet.
It was somehow less than nothing for some things.
They just need to cut a new trailer for Dragon's Dogma. Just
Anything.
one. Just you could have just showed raw gameplay of it for 30 seconds, and I'd been more happy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it anyway, so that way it's included in the segment in case someone wants to timestamp it. Hey, Eric, what did you think of the Capcom Showcase?
D+. Like, it had that weird X-Dive without the monetization in it, which is sure is a thing. And some of that Exoprimal stuff was interesting, but the rest of it was so nothing and less than nothing. And what if we showed you this Dragon's Dogma trailer again and again, but I'll show you things you could have pointed out easily regardless?
Yeah.
Remember how we thought that the Ubisoft
was
post-show doing
hilarious.
that was
Yeah.
garbage, and they
Yeah.
just did it in the main show? D+. Fuck off.
Chris. He's gone. We are Chrisless. This is Chrisless behavior.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a flat C. It had any of Pragmata. We even sort of had gameplay for Pragmata, so now I know the basic shape of that game, which is that it's a 3D action game and you have a tech witch riding on your back.
Yeah.
We got X-Dive offline, which is something I think that companies should be legally obligated to do when they shut down these gacha games.
Yes.
And we got an Ace Attorney trilogy. I can't be that mad there wasn't a new Mega Man game. This had a lot more to it than last year's or the year before that, especially the 2021 one, which had nothing. So yeah, flat C.
Aggro.
Trying to remember what that Pragmata helmet reminds me of.
Bob.
Literally type that in his score.
Helmet? Question mark. That's all.
Dead Space?
I didn't play Dead Space. Yeah, that's that shape.
Yeah, I know.
I got to see like 15 seconds of Pragmata, so that gave me a lot of energy. But everything else was so bad.
Oh yeah, people are guessing it's a Kojima astronaut.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But continue, Bob.
Man, I guess I'll let it roll with a C- because we got anything new. I know I'm grading it a bit on a curve for this being a Capcom show where we typically see literally nothing.
That's fair. That's fair.
But those few things were enough to get me not super negative on this.
I feel insane doing this, but I gotta go with what my gut's saying. I'm just giving this a D. That was bad. That was really not good. Yeah, that's right, Google Sheets. D for Dan. Please autofill Dan, because I put a D anywhere in the Dan column. Anyways.
The Dan column.
The Dan column. There really wasn't much. You want to talk about Ghost Trick being cool? That's not new news.
No.
You want to talk about Ace Attorney being a thing you should play? I know, I bought it. No, I haven't gotten around to it. There's more? That's great, but those games are cool already.
Yeah.
They're already out there. That doesn't signal to me a renaissance of any of these series or anything else. There's no promise for the future like Mega Man collections generally are. There was nothing here for Mega Man except for Mega Man X Dive Offline, which, while a good announcement, it doesn't merit a fucking conference.
Yeah, there's probably 1 minute of decent content in this 36-minute conference.
Absolutely. There's a fucking line in there in the fucking Exoprimal thing that's the only thing that matters. Literally everything else they showed about it isn't even new. It's just the part where they're like, we juiced the dinosaurs. Like, that's the one part of it where I'm like, ooh, Morbid. That's like the neuron that fired this entire time. Pragmata, I do not think it's a great showing to come out and say, oopsie whoopsie, it's coming eventually, sorry. Like, no one wants to show up to an apology.
Yeah, I'm not going to think of any trailer or announcement as literally sorry in the trailer itself. Oops.
That's what happened with Metroid Prime 4.
That's
what happened last time with Pragmata.
Yeah. So now it's the oopsie game.
Yes.
Pragmata could be a really cool game when it comes out, and I'm glad they showed us anything looking like gameplay, but I also give zero shits at this point in time because it's clearly nowhere near done. At least it doesn't look like a stochastic radioactive nightmare like the last time we saw, where they're like, we don't know how to denoise ray tracing in the least. But that was 3 years ago. Of course it should look a little bit better put together than that. This conference sucked. How the fuck did Capcom come out with the worst conference this season that isn't influencer driven? Hey, Aggro, what do you think?
No, you're absolutely right. It's a D. Like, this is, if you don't have anything worthwhile to say, don't have a fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, Ubisoft could at least fill a show with stuff, but I'm still like, you two need to get together and start shilling your stuff to console holders and get them to pay you for the privilege. Like, what are you doing wasting everybody's time with this?
Did you know D is for Dr.
They just showed
Aggro?
it again.
Yeah, I expected any new details about that Path of Princess game.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Change me to a D. I forgot they showed the exact same trailer and didn't even tell us what the game was.
Like, like you're not some rando collection show. Like, this, it's your fucking game, and you just showed the same goddamn trailer.
Yeah, it sucks.
We still don't know if it's co-op based.
Yeah, we
just know
assume it
there's
is.
multiple. Yeah, we're assuming it could be an action RPG, and you can spec into support.
Yeah, all it said was a combination of action and strategy, which is nothing. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really weird to have a conference full of things that look neat, things you would buy, and it just still be a terrible conference because none of it felt new and fresh. And while the point was made earlier of, yeah, some of the times the shows are just for people who are myopically interested in one publisher and not regularly viewing all the conferences, I don't care. And in this context of it being the E3 season, if your trailer is a day old, a week old, 2 weeks old, it's old. No matter what that length of time is. I'm showing up to your event, don't show me old shit. Make an announcement. Make meaningful statements. Nothing's stopping them from elaborating on what that game is.
No.
And that game could be any number of things they showed today. So yeah, I'll update Chris to a D.
Put me at D+.
Okay.
You're really selling me on how shit it was. D+.
There's no end of this conference I feel good about.
No, it is the stereotypical the conference that shouldn't be made. We get them every year.
Yeah. Which overall, I think this season's been pretty good. I really hope that tomorrow Xbox doesn't come out with a nail gun and shoot me to death.
It's 3 hours of nothing. Watch the old trailers again.
That would be really fucked up because it's only supposed to be an hour and a half.
Like, did you like that shit we showed at the Xbox show?
Yeah.
We hope you do, because here it is.
Oh.
But like new stuff in it, right?
Zoom in on Anakin. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Let me check the time real quick so I can say it here, because I like to say it here and program it in on the Discord.
Yeah, make sure they're not doing some weird pre-show they didn't tell us about beforehand.
Oh, I'll shoot them. I'm tired of pre-shows. I'm gonna kill the next person to announce a pre-show. It is noon Central Daylight Time. Let me double check that. Yeah. So we should be live at 11:45 a.m. Central for the Xbox Games Showcase Extended tomorrow. Aside from that, that's it for today. Let's see who's live here on Twitch. You can all be disappointed at Capcom at them.
Amazing G guy. When's the GigaBoots pre-show? GigaBoots doesn't have a pre-show because pre-shows are shit.
What are you talking about? We do a pre-show every one of these days. We show up like 15 minutes early. Those are pre-show.
Yeah, that's true. And we play good music while having a funny graphic go, which somehow feels like it's coming in at a much higher high.
So it's definitionally not a pre-show because pre-shows are bad and these are not. So it has to be some other category of thing.
Like, it has to either be bad or you have to have the cruiserweight title up. It's got to be one of those two.
Does that dog have 4 tails?
It seems to have that, yes.
Okay.
Missile is a very powerful dog. Our friend Shibuya Gato is over playing the Final Fantasy 16 demo, and since I rarely get to raid him, and I haven't played that demo yet, and I'm sure some of you are. That's basically like a conference at this point, right? You might see something new there.
What? How novel? How interesting.
So we're going to Shibuya's unofficial E3 conference of the Final Fantasy 16 demo.
We hope you've enjoyed this pre-show.
We hope you enjoyed the Shibuya Gato pre-show. Now, please enjoy the presentation. We will see you tomorrow for hopefully not the exact same trailer. God, they couldn't do
Don't
it,
worry,
right?
It's gonna be really, really bad interviews instead. They already said.
That I'm fine with that. Compared to us just literally watching the trailers we've already seen, I'm okay with Trebuchet. Do you know how that worked? Maybe you'll find out tomorrow.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting? When you want to throw a thing, you have a thing and it goes...
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, buy our strategy game. See you all tomorrow. Bye!